Well, hi everyone. I'm John Ritlin with a review of NWA Superpower. This is kind of the preview because this is a piece from the edited edition because they were supposed to have the NWA Crockett Cup event this past weekend, but unfortunately because of the pandemic they didn't. They decided to re-edit it and take the stuff out hyping the Crockett Cup since it's been delayed. It may be happening in June. We don't know. We don't know when that's going to happen, but that's another story for another day. You want to know what I have to say about this episode. One, it's all built around Kamille. Kamille, I'm sorry if I screwed names up. I think you could say it either way, but I'm going to say Kamille. They've had this whole thing going on, and they do all these video packages talking about when she was first introduced as Nick Aldis's insurance policy and building up all that. And it was a lot. If you really boil this episode down, and I mean, I'm not knocking NWA, they're doing great, and I'm glad to provide this content. You could have this episode as just recaps as a way to bring people up to speed for those that aren't familiar. If you're familiar with it, this is like half an episode because they have all the clips. From the beginning where Cody beat Aldis and at All In because Brandy had blocked Cody from getting the elbow drop. And then Kamille introduced the insurance policy, Ring of Honor in Atlanta, center stage, where he faced PJ Black, the former Justin Gabriel, but much more known as PJ Black, the Darewolf, whatever that is. And then Kamille got wiped out at one point where she's taken some pretty good bumps, some pretty hard bumps. We get Skrull and Aldis confrontation, Crockett Cup 2019 clips and stuff like that, NWA Power, Hard Times, and showing her spear tackling Tim Storm. I mean, a hell of a spear she does there. And then spear tackling Allison Kay. And that was supposed to lead up. We were supposed to see this a number of weeks ago, and unfortunately, pandemic and all that stuff and cancellation of shows, delays of shows, caused this to be delayed. But we build up to seeing her first match. And it's Maddie Max versus Kamille. And I got one thing to say in regards to Kamille's entrance, or her debut match on NWA. This is not being condescending, I swear. I don't really want to applaud too loud. But honestly, this was really good. This really was good. If she happens to be watching this, which I very much doubt, as she is a very busy woman. But if any wrestlers happen to watch this, one, thank you for tuning in. If any Kamille fans are watching, please let me know what you guys thought, because I'd love to hear your thoughts. But honestly, she has a really good presence. You can tell she's a tremendous athlete. She is insanely strong. If you've seen any of her stuff on Instagram or any of the workout stuff she does, she is really putting in the work. I mean, honestly, she is very, very poised. She does that. Does she have room to grow? Absolutely, she has room to grow. Nobody starts being perfect in the ring. Everybody gets better. Sure, some people catch it right away. Some people get it right away, and they only get better. She is levels above some, that I've seen. And I'm not just talking about men or women, or men or women. I'm talking about all together. She's more poised than some that I've seen at some shows, like some live shows I've been to. And that's not knocking, but she clearly has an athletic background, and you get that from this match. She basically just dominates her with some nice heel work, a great delayed power slam, a spinning back kick. That was pretty good. And then eventually, does the Kenton bomb where she has her up on her shoulders, like Ken Candy does that. And then it hits the spear. Great spear. 1, 2, 3. And then she intimidates Joe Galli and walks off. And we see her with the blonde hair because this was taped before she'd gotten the red hair. If you follow her, you know what I'm talking about. And we finally hear her talk. And yeah, you can definitely tell she's from North Carolina. I'm not knocking, because I know a friend from North Carolina, that has grown up here. But you can tell when she gets excited, when she gets, passionate about something, the accent does come out. And I'm talking about my friend. But Kamille, she has this intimidating look to her. And you hear more about her story. And her story is quite good. I mean, I'm not going to go over every single thing she said, but words like bitch, cocky, not approachable, described her, and they're all true. Life made her this way. She talked about, people don't like it when you're gifted. She played softball. She was railed against being on the girls' team and went and played on the boys' team. Then how she's an elite athlete. She played D1 softball and then football. Lingerie Football League. No goddamn joke with how she was hitting those tackles. Recounts the history with Aldis and that she let her actions speak for her. She doesn't have to speak. She says that her dad told her, if she better not start a fight, but she better damn well finish it. And that, talks about the women and everything. Here's the stuff that the NWA women's roster is saying. And, that she's here to end all of, I'm here to end all of you is what she says. And I gotta say, this is impressive. They built this nicely, nice slow build. I'm interested to see what else she can do. Will she be champion down the road? Possibly. We will see what the future of the NWA, future wrestling in general, because we all know what's going on right now. But I will be very interested to see what the future holds for Kamille. It's very poised, very impressive. So I'm happy to say that I was I really did enjoy it for what that's worth. I'm just a wrestling fan, but I'm just saying, I've watched it for years and years and years, and this is an impressive debut. And she's got something, and I can't wait to see what else she does. Anyway, agree, disagree, what I said. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retlin. I'll see you soon.